Coming to you from the studios at the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66, it's the Rock and Roll Chicago podcast.
Rock and roll Chicago, rock and roll Chicago, my hometown. Well, I was born in the city, gonna rock the city, Chicago. Chicago rock and rollers are the best year ever around.
Hey everybody, it's Ray the Roadie.
And this is Hollywood Mike.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Ray?
I'm fine. I'm not ill. I'm healthy, not wealthy.
Yeah.
Not too wise either.
Not too wise either. Neither is the guy laying on the sidewalk outside.
I thought it was a piece of luggage. And then when I got a little closer, it's a guy sleeping on the sidewalk.
The luggage is breathing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. I think there's a fine line between sleeping and passing out. He's not sleeping. Sleeping, you put your hands like this together underneath and, to make a nice pillow.
Yep.
He's like all twisted up and contorted and his head is against the planter and his tongue.
And you're not, and you don't lay in the middle of the sidewalk.
Right,
You're
right.
off to the side.
Right.
He could have come into the vestibule.
But I saw him breathing. His stomach was moving. So, because I did check. He's alive.
Okay.
We're just going to let him be for a while. He's like Chernobyl. Something bad happened, but now we just got to leave it alone for a little while.
Well, I didn't go to that extent to check him, even though I used to be a paramedic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you could have. You were smart. You realize I don't have gloves. I'm not going to touch him.
Yes, that's right. And I'm no longer licensed.
So I could have diseases from anywhere.
But
the good news is my dog no longer does.
Has no diseases.
Shout out to the dog.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we got Archie from a shelter, and so he had the kennel cough. And Jardian and stuff that you get there and everything, and then he got the clean bill of health. He's all cleaned out.
Cool.
And his poops look the right color and everything.
Nice.
So I can get him into puppy class.
Good.
My cat
So
might have
that's good.
diabetes. I just found out.
Oh no!
Oh, wonderful.
Wait, who's
Shout
that?
out to Tony.
Who's talking?
Who's the heck is that?
Well, joining us this evening is the Omnitones.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are honored to be here at the museum. This is awesome.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Your cat has diabetes.
Possibly, yeah. He's peeing a lot.
Sounds like a good name for a
A lot
song.
more water than he should be.
Yeah.
They're concerned. I'm concerned. He's
Yeah.
he's a little bit older. So he's a little bit older, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna push him through. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. How long have you had him?
I've had my cat for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
And then he was a little obese at one point, such as myself, and we got him a little kitten. And I thought that would maybe slim him down
Shout
a little
out to
bit.
Jack.
Yeah, shout out to Jack and Tony, my cats, and thought that would slim him down a little bit, but it really hasn't. He doesn't like to play with them much.
I love the fact that your cats are Jack and Tony.
Yeah, I named him after frozen pizza brands.
Okay.
His next cat is going to be lots of matzah.
Yeah.
Or Tombstone.
Matza the cat is got a ring to it.
Okay. You're the one that brought it up, so I'm just going to say it. That is a total fat guy move to name your cat.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
No, but I,
Obese move.
It is. But I actually did something that was terrible like that. Like earlier today, I was just looking for a coffee shop and I came across this bakery that, had like $1.50 croissants, right?
Croissants.
And they're like, so you want one? And it's like, what do you want on it? I said, no, I just want you to toast it and put some butter on it and give him a cup of coffee, right? And so I ate it and it was absolutely delicious. And then I got to the appointment that I was going to, which is literally like a mile and a half down the road. And there was another bakery with a sign that hung in the window. It said, croissants, like $1.50. And I was like,
Nice.
well, we got to try these too.
A and B. Which one's better?
Been there, done that. Yeah.
Got to try them both.
Yeah. But
So which one won?
But I got ham.
See, that's not
I got
comparison,
ham. I got the ham and cheese on the side.
Well, you can't get a sweet one and then you got to like offset it with a hearty one.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they balance out and it becomes healthy then because now there's protein with the carbs and all that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. So how you guys doing today?
We're doing awesome. We sat through the hour-long traffic to get here, but we were super excited to see the place. And this place is amazing. I'm going to have to come back here on my own time and just look through all the cool history that's here. And yeah, we're just super excited to be here overall. This has been awesome experience so far.
We can give you the 50-cent tour. I mean, you get
50
cents. That's the privilege of coming in and and doing the podcast and the whole bit.
We'll take the tour after. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it literally is just this floor because it's the whole thing is still under construction, but we'll be
Looks
more than
great.
happy. I did
Love
notice they added something else. There's a church pew in front of the Buddy Guy display. I'm wondering where the church pew came
You got a
from.
prayer?
Church? Go check it. Well,
Pray
of
to
course,
the blues gods.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that
that
put in your time,
where
your
it came from.
prayers.
Maybe that church down the street that they're renovating.
Yeah, yeah.
Turning
Could
into
be.
a party house.
So tell me about the band. Who started this whole thing?
That was me. Basically, kind of around the time of COVID is when, bands either made or break, at that point.
I'm sorry, just tell everybody who you are first.
Oh, we're the Omnitones. I'm Nick Tantillo. This is Justin Wintroth. We also have Sean Riggio here, trumpet player, backup vocalist, and lead guitar over here. And then I'm rhythm and vocals and stuff like that. And basically the weird way that this band came together is I used to be kind of more of on a side guy. I used to do sessions. I used to be like a jobber, and I used to be in all these different bands, and sometimes they were collaborative, and I'd be like, oh, check out this song. And they would be like, cool. And it would either go the complete wrong direction to the point where it didn't even sound like my song anymore. Or it would go a direction of like, well, if I was in a country band, it would be a country song. It wouldn't be what it was originally. So I would just kind of sit in my room and write all of this material. And it ended up kind of coming out to about like maybe 100 to 150 songs or so.
Wow.
And I would, I went to SIU Carbondale as you did. Sometimes you're just sitting in the middle of a cornfield and there's really nothing to do. So you would just sit there and say, hey, well, I don't know, let's try to fuse these two artists together. Let's try to do this weird thing. And of course, like I said, during COVID, bands were either like, all right, we're going to push through this, or they were going to break up. And basically at that point, I was in a bunch of bands that all decided to be like, nah, no more. Let's just move on to the next thing. And basically, yeah.
So you were playing all of this, all of the music, all the songs that you wrote were being played in these other bands.
Not exactly. Most of the time they would either get denied, they would go some direction and never get played live because they were consistently being worked on. And nobody really got a chance to hear a lot of it. Sometimes I'd sneak a demo out on Bandcamp if something was really good, but it never got to the point where things were getting released regularly, or like I was in a band where I was fronting it or something. I was always playing drums, bass, guitar, backup vocals, keys, whatever somebody kind of needed at the time. And, overall, to kind of get back to where I was, all these kind of bands started to kind of like all the people that wanted to stick in the scene, in the local scene, and just keep playing, all kind of snuck into this band. We all started doing it. And I looked around and I said, oh God, I'm the lead singer. I'm the lead songwriter. This is the time right now. Okay, well, here's, I don't know, guys, you want to listen to 30 songs that I wrote? And everybody said, all right, these four. No. Yeah. Let's do these 4 or 5. And I started working with a musical mentor of mine, Max Dombrowski, who kind of said, hey, like, this is your chance, like, get off the couch, start doing a lot of this stuff. And that's how I kind of hooked up with Greg Abel, who's our drummer now, and started working with him. And then we had kind of 2 side guys that we kind of recorded with for a while. And then we brought in Justin. Justin was in one of those bands that I was in, and he was this amazing trumpet player who, the way you'll eventually see, he plays the trumpet like a guitar. Like he plays it like we almost have another guitar in the band because he kind of does that. And then he's an amazing singer as well. He does a lot of covers on TikTok and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's a perfect backup vocalist. And if I want the Chicago sound, we need freaking horns. Like we need something really cool to kind of set us apart from other bands.
So how many people are in the band then?
We have 6 right now. Okay. So this is half. Right. And you got the 2 goofballs and then the really serious, quiet one, George Harrison over here. So
you got a bass player, you got a drummer, right? Who aren't here.
We have a keyboard player, 2 guitarists, and a trumpet player / backup vocalist. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Yeah. Nick and I go back actually about 10 years. So I didn't even go to SIU, but I had to commute down there for the
parties. Yes. He went to party with us. No schoolwork was getting done when Justin came down. And
I was taking off work, going down there just to have some fun. And coincidentally, Nick was roommates with my best friend who,
shout out to Flavio.
Flavio. Yeah. My best friend and I were in high school band together. He went down to SIU, I went down there to visit him, and then got introduced to Nick that way. And throughout the years, we've stayed in touch, and we've been playing a couple bands together. And now here we are. So
yeah,
crazy times, crazy world, Kind
of slid into one project, which is cool. Yeah.
So when did the quiet guy come into this?
Basically, we had a guitarist, and he decided to move to Europe in the middle of our record. And he kind of told us in advance. He said, hey, that was the last note I played on this song. I'm going to go to Norway and I'm going to go live out there and work on a farm. And he's doing awesome out there. He's like living his best life, having a great time. Shout out to Jesse. He played some great stuff on the record. And the best part is Sean did not know he was in the band. He said, hey, guess what, Sean? You're just going to fill in me for this gig. And then all of a sudden, like, he was going to every practice after that. He's like, did I get we're like, yeah. Did Jesse not tell you you're in the band? And he was like, no, I did not know. But he obviously
it's like
stuck
that,
through
it's like
it.
that scene in the movie The Blind Side. You know,
Yeah.
we'd like to have you join our family. What do you think? I thought I already was.
Exactly. It was kind of funny because there was absolutely no conversation to be had. Jesse was telling us, oh yeah, he's good. He said yes already and things are fine. And then all of a sudden, bang, zoom, there he is. He's in the band hanging out with us, playing a bunch of shows in a row. And also we have a bassist, Chris Moylan. He's awesome as well. He kind of came in after we were kind of shifting around some people and everything, and he filled in great. He's been awesome as well. So since then, now that we kind of have the group together, we've been recording a record in our basement, and we've been working on, I believe, 5 songs as well. We already put out an EP, self-titled The Omnitones, and that was another one we recorded in the basement as well. And yeah, we're just excited to put some new music out with this, now that we've kind of gone through our growing pains and people coming in and out and trying out different people. Now we're kind of ready to kind of show what we got, which is really fun.
Yeah, good. So describe your sound to me.
It's kind of interesting. We all like different things. We all like different kinds of stuff. Justin's more kind of pop. Sean has more of kind of a jazz country background and some other cool indie stuff. Everybody kind of comes from a different place, but the thing that we all agree on is we really like music that we can almost kind of improvise and do kind of cool, if we can kind of sneak a little bit of jazz or blues or country or just kind of roots Chicago-y music into it. That's kind of the thing that kind of sets us apart, where other bands are kind of pushing into, we're strictly indie, we're strictly alternative rock, but we're kind of trying to kind of push that together instead of pushing like, rock that we've heard vintage wise and stuff like that. We're trying to push a lot of the newer indie alt scene kind of stuff that we really grew up with in the early 2000s, like, Foster the People, Phoenix, stuff like that. And then kind of combining it with like a lot of the roots of music and just kind of singer songwriter stuff. And we're trying to, if we find something really weird in a song, we're like, okay, we're going.
It's a lot of collective.
We're just pushing things.
It's a lot of collective, music nerds. We're all music nerds. Music theory is like a big, factor in this band. If you ever sat in on a rehearsal, we have the stuff that these guys are saying to one another just blows my mind. It's like a different language.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
It's like a different language. And I'm over here like, I'm just gonna listen to it and see what I can make and we'll go from there. But no, I think it's just a collection of music nerds who love like rock music and really just want to create something different and unique and hopefully people falls in the right ears and just see what happens.
Yeah, there's like a formula, and the formula is if it's weird, we like it. Let's go. Let's see what that's about. Most of the time, and we're also we also respect each other a lot as musicians. So sometimes someone will come up and say, "Hey, I'm about to cross the line. You should try this," and everybody's like, "Oh, okay." And then we try it, and we're like, "Oh, that's really cool, dude. I didn't think of that." Mm-hmm. We're always kind of throwing ideas at each other, but we trust each other to kind of do it. But the main thing is it's a band sound. Right. We don't want to be overproduced. We don't want it to be like one guy records the whole record and then gives it to another group of people to, okay, just study this and come and play. We want it to sound like the band. There has to be equilibrium, push and pull. There has to be kind of we're more about the energy. If the energy is good, we've done our job. We can take our hands off the song and it's done.
My music theory is strum, string, music come out.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of it is caveman style. Like, boom, we tried it. Let's try this thing. Or the drummer starts going a certain way. We just kind of trust each other to serve the song. I think we all have good musical ears to the point where we know one person's not playing too much or too less. We're always trying to just get it to serve that certain part. And it's a huge collaborative, and most people don't want to be in bands like that, but we love it. We just go right into the fire with it because at the end result, we all get something, like at the end of the day, like I've been saying, lots of demos that I've made, none of them sound like it by the time the band filters through it. And that's what makes it so fun. I write this goofy song about my cat, or I write this weird song about like advertising.
We love cats.
Yeah, we love cats.
Yes, we're big cat
Shout out to my cat Basil. But basically, we have a cat song, funny enough, but we're not playing it today. That's going to be a surprise later.
Thank you.
Exactly. We got some cooler stuff coming up. But basically, we wanted to. What was I trying to say? Either way, we like taking a song from the bare bones and just kind of pulling it apart and just trying to see what can happen with it, speed it up, slow it down. Hey, what if we put this cool beat right here or something like that? It's a conversation. And at the end of it, it sounds like something that not one of us can make. It only happens when we're all in the same room.
And really to kind of like just sum it all up, like one thing Nick did when I joined the band, I was actually like the third or fourth member. It was him, Greg, and as originators of it. But what Nick does is he sends his demos. It's just him and his guitar. And then he just sends them my way, those little demos. And he's like, do what you want with this and come up with something next practice. And then I was working and I would go in my car in my lunch break and I would bring my trumpet out in my car in my lunch break.
Yeah.
I would listen to the demo like 100 times through.
Make sure you're picturing this,
right?
Like a guy in a car with his trumpet.
Yeah. I got one hand up. I'm writing notes. It was awesome. So yeah, he would just send me demos, and ultimately that's how it really started. Was all of our songs were you all work on it separately, and then we eventually all came together, and now it's a lot more collaborative.
By the way, that's literally he was sitting in the car with his trumpet out.
That's right.
The horn was out.
Not figuratively.
Yes.
Not figuratively.
A nice title for something.
Sitting by the Forest Preserve in my car by myself.
I like
with my
that.
trumpet in my
That will
hand.
become a song very soon.
There you go.
I just whipped out my trumpet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's time to whip out your trumpet.
Let's do it.
And
You talking to me?
Let's hear some. Let's hear some music
We want
because
the
they just
roadie
said-
to start playing it.
They just said it's a sound that they can't make unless everybody's there and present in the room. So I want to see. I mean,
Everybody's not
Snap
present.
along.
yeah, I was going to say. So
We only got half.
So I'm just going to tell you, this is probably going to sound like shit.
Yep.
Awful.
But we're going to find out what happens.
Terrible notes coming through here.
All right, we're going to take a break.
We'll be right back. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Chicago Podcast.
Your Sunday nights just got a whole lot bluesier. Get ready for the Bus Stop Blues, a show that takes you deep into the soul of the blues with classic hits, road stories, and live jam sessions. Hosted by bluesman Kevin Purcell and me, the one and only Road Bill. The Bus Stop Blues is 2 hours of nonstop blues, banter, and badassery. Check out the Bus Stop Blues podcast at thebusstopblues.com, where you can listen on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, or any other major podcast platform. Hop on board the Bus Stop Blues, where the blues never stops rolling.
Rock and roll, Chicago, my hometown.
Hey, everybody, it's Ray the Roadie.
And this is Hollywood Mike of the Rock and Roll Chicago Podcast. If you've been enjoying our weekly program, we have great news for you. Just tune in to Road to Rock Radio on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and you can hear a rebroadcast of one of our past episodes. Then again on Thursdays at 7 p.m., you can hear our most current episode brought to you by the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66.
So go to roadtorock.org, scroll down, and click on Radio Station. That'll bring you to the Road to Rock Radio, a station committed entirely to the great music from Illinois, from Chicago blues born on Maxwell Street to today's rock and roll and everything in between. 24/7, all music with its roots in Illinois.
Rock and roll, Chicago.
And we're back for the first time tonight, live in the studio. We have the Omnitones.
Thank you. This is Deep End.
Drove back from dinner tonight. For some reason I felt so mad. 'Cause everything is good in the end. And I have no idea how. It went off the deep end. This crazy talk. We crashed together. Now we can walk together to and fro. Hold hands forever.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That is some songwriting, everybody. Let me tell you.
And there's only half of them here.
I'm sorry. I'm over here coughing up my lungs, everybody. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Wow. Fantastic. First of all, that lead guitar part over there. I mean, if anybody has ever dangled anything shiny in front of your face while you're playing, it's like over and over and over again. You get I got carpal tunnel watching him play that.
This guy is a genius, and he practices.
You haven't
his
seen it
ass
all
off.
yet.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Lucky to have him.
Once the horn came in, I had notes of Poi Dog Pondering, Max Crawford.
There you go.
I mean, it's they could have played that song. It's
right.
That's a sound. They should.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
And what I also thought it sounded like a lot of the. It sounded like a lot of the deep cuts, like from Sting's solo work, especially your
Love
voice,
Sting.
your voice when you were hitting some of the high notes. I
Thanks.
heard Sting in the voice there.
We love Sting.
Well, next we just got to write a musical. He wrote a musical, so we should write one too.
Yes, the cat musical called Cats. Oh wait, we can't do that one.
No, you can't write a musical called Cats.
No.
Dang it.
Darn.
What else do they call cats? Let's see. I bet you get a
feline.
I bet you get a lot of people to go to a musical.
Feline Frenzy coming to you November 3rd.
Kind of like the philosophy of your band's play, Bare Naked Ladies. How brilliant was that to call their band
Genius.
Bare Naked Ladies?
And they sing about nonsense. I love it. Yeah.
I mentioned Poi Dog Pondering.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that episode 59 was Frank Orrell from the
no kidding.
Wow.
band.
Shout out.
So it's so Frank was here.
You've interviewed somebody from Poi Dog Pondering? Wow.
And Doc Julin.
Oh,
He's episode
famous.
20.
Yeah, you are famous, man. You've interviewed some cool people. Man.
We're honored to be here and be a part of it.
You interviewed Poi Dog Pondering, and I got to Omnitones. But they are going to be the Poi Dog Pondering of the
future. Yeah.
Future.
That's right.
That's right.
Can't wait.
That was a great song.
That really was.
You
Thank
wrote
you.
that song.
Yeah, that one was there's a lot of this song came together kind of weird, and it was written kind of weird too. Basically the entire song is about the fact that I got into a 60-mile-an-hour accident in Southern Illinois. I was basically on the back roads of it, and there was a stop sign. This guy did not yield or even know that there was a stop sign there. And me and my partner were kind of driving. We didn't even know what happened. We were just kind of driving, and this guy blew a stop sign. We were going about 40. He was probably going about 60. And we basically got lucky. According to the police report, they were like 1 second forward, 1 second back. Maybe you wouldn't have made it. Mm-hmm. And they basically got the front part of our car, which is good because then we kind of went together into one area. And then we went into a light pole, and then this guy got knocked out on impact and went into the cornfield.
Wow.
And kept going. And they actually had to go find his car because his foot got stuck on the gas.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So we got rushed to the hospital after that. And basically me and my partner at the time, like when that happened, we split into two different people. It was kind of like, whoa, that was traumatic and weird. And
right.
Did you survive?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe I'm here.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Unless I'm not.
Yeah.
But everybody was fine from it. Everything got sorted out. Shout out to, all the medics and stuff like that. Everybody came out okay. And basically me and my ex-partner kind of looked at each other, and I was like, you're not the same. And she's like, you're not the same either.
Yeah.
And we're like, whoa, that was kind of a crazy, like trippy moment. Like it was, it was kind of out of our control. It was just kind of spinning everywhere. And basically we looked at each other, mutual decision. I was like, I kind of brought it up. She was like, all right, yeah, fine.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're out. And I basically went home and Flow State wrote this all the way through. There's probably a recording somewhere of me kind of like almost from top to bottom, kind of singing what I was feeling at the time.
Right.
Broke it down, did a few demos, and basically the band at the time was kind of looking for an easier song to play. Stop giving us this complex crap. Let's play something that's right down the middle.
Right.
There are some songs that we
just give us a simple breakup song. It works for Lionel Richie. It'll work for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lionel Rich. Shout out to Lionel. But basically, I showed them this song, and they were like, "Great, that's easy. Let's learn it. Let's do something with it." And at the time, Greg was like trying to book places, and they're like, well, what do you guys sound like? We have some jams online. We were just kind of jamming and putting up stuff that we were making at the time. They're like, no, a song. What do you sound like? Damn it.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, well, we need to get together and put together a demo right now. Like, we need to just doesn't matter. Let's just put something out. No one's going to take it seriously. And basically I came in, did some bed tracks. Everybody came in and nailed their takes. And we all kind of looked at each other like, Justin, you did your trumpet solo perfectly. You did backups before anybody got there perfectly. There was even some spots where I didn't have vocals and you did like a little solo part. Like, we just kind of like clicked, and the entire song got recorded in like an evening. Right. So this song is one of those songs that came out of a weird place and also kind of was made in a weird place. So the demo that we made is what we put out. It ended up being mixed and mastered and put on the EP when it was supposed to be, hey, promoter, can you please book us? Here's a song. We weren't even taking it that seriously.
And the coolest thing about this song too is that this was really like my reintroduction into like playing again. I had taken a few years off. I didn't even have a horn. I was using his mom's 1970s cornet.
Wow.
My parents met in band.
A cornet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit smaller than this one. I finally upgraded and I bought myself a nice little beauty. But
cornets have valves.
Correct. It's much. Okay. It's just simply like
smaller.
It's like half the size of this trumpet. So
right.
Yeah, I was playing on a little cornet, and then that was what you actually hear on the original track. If you go on Spotify, you hear me playing a cornet. Sounds pretty great.
We made it sound good. Yeah,
it made it sound pretty good. I miss it actually sometimes, but no, that was my introduction back into playing again. I kind of like had put it away after a couple years, and Nick's always been around. We've always kind of messed around making songs here and there, but I was just so grateful for the opportunity to get back in it, and I've been playing with them for 2 years now, so it's been awesome. Yeah.
So when you wrote the song and you went into the studio with it and said, here guys, here's the song, blah, right?
Yeah.
And did everybody kind of add their own parts, or did you have every single part written out already?
No, I mean, there were some people that came in that had maybe a draft of what, I think I'm kind of going this way with it. There maybe was a quick few conversations of, oh, actually it's more boom, 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 boom. Or hey, can you kind of can you do this fill can you use the ride instead of this? We would just kind of throw things back and forth at us until it started kind of sounding even, and we were kind of pushing and pulling good. So a lot of people came in with half baked ideas, and then they got full baked by the end of it. And it's kind of funny because over time we've been oh no, what if we wanted to add this? We've never said that. We were all right, that's what we wrote. That's what we got,
Always been happy with the final product. We've never had a song where oh dude, I missed out on this or whatever. Exactly. Always happy with the final product, which is I think it's a blessing and really, and it's really, we're not nitpicking too much there.
Absolutely.
So did you have to change the way you played the rhythm? Did you have to deviate from the way you actually wrote the song by yourself to accommodate for things that other people may have added to it?
Yeah, I think there was a key, I had to bring it down a few keys. It was actually higher up than it actually is, which is insane. I don't know. I'm not sure how I was singing that high, but then there was an adjustment like that. Hey man, bring it down a few notches, and hey, maybe this tempo is a little bit better for your voice. They kind of found the center for me, and then I just recorded that. And since I engineer everything too, I was kind of all right, I need to get my hands off of the music part of it and just kind of play that engineer role and just make sure that we're recording everything. And again, while I was doing it, I wasn't really thinking of quality or all this other stuff. I was we're just making something. So,
and Nick is such a gifted engineer as well, with producing. With producing a lot of the stuff that we do. What happens a lot of the time is there's just magic when we go to record these songs. There's actually things that on recording day that we've never tried or practiced before. We literally play something accidentally and it's oh my God, that actually sounded really good. And then we record it that way. And I don't know how, but for every single song that's happened, all of the magic gets made on the day we record the song. Yep. On my trumpet solo, Nick actually, there was a background guitar part that Sean plays now, but Nick had originally played it in our recorded track that you hear on Spotify and whatnot. He somehow changed the setting to a banjo sound through the guitar, and he picked it up one take, and he played just the most beautiful subtle complimentary lick to my trumpet solo. It's just like things like that just happen with us, which is so great. I love it.
Isn't that amazing when you get together and you record a record and there's real musicians in the room doing that?
Yeah, that's the thing that we love doing the most. It's just let's trust each other. And if somebody starts doing something, because like we all love those.
Say that again.
What did I say?
I don't know, but I don't know what you said, but say it again.
I don't remember what I said.
Something about loving each other, I think.
Yeah. We just love each other so much.
With your trumpet in your hand.
Yes. Trumpet in the car, Brian.
Pressing my trumpet, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I've got a lot of friends that are studio musicians or musicians for hire in the whole bit. And all I hear, I talk to them all the time. Well, I'm going to work. What do you mean? What does that mean you're going to work? Well, somebody sent me tracks and I got to lay guitar tracks down and I'm going to sit down at my computer all day and I'm going to record guitar tracks and I'm going to send it back to them and everything. And like so often nowadays, you're part of recording an entire record and you never lay eyes on anybody else that's putting down those tracks along with you. It's just like, all right, here's your part, send it to the next guy. And after that, it's got to go to the background singers and stuff like that.
We got to be in the same room. Something weird happens where music gets made well. So
we just found out recently that, with Nick and mine, our vocals, we found out that the way we've been doing it is where Nick lays down a long or his verse, whatever the case may be. And then I come in and I record my part, after, but we found out that we need to do it together because who we have producing it says we blend much better live. So we actually do our singing takes live now when we record them.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm ready to hear another one.
I am too.
I mean, that one sounded so good with half the band here. I'm wondering what the next one.
We've made it to the next song. We've been given the thumbs up. That's an honor, honestly.
Yeah. I know what the levels are and everything now. So I'm just gonna adjust it right here. That's all I had to do with these two right there.
Let's do it
right there. And this one we're gonna back off a little bit here. Okay.
You're listening to the Rock and Roll Chicago podcast,
and we're back in the studio. We've got the Omnitones for their second song of the night. They made it to the second song. Now this one, if this one's good, you might make a third. So I mean, no pressure or anything like that, but
we can do 3.
Here you go, gentlemen. Take it away.
Timeless as diamond, the glowing screen. Push the buttons for the life you make. Fall from grace and then get back up again. Another quarter for the pop machine. I wanna be your lover. I wanna be your best friend. I wanna be your heartache. The last thing you think of before. Chase the flames of a heartbreak of a first time love has killed the character bleeding next to her. Another quarter for the pop machine. I wanna be your lover. I wanna be your best friend. I wanna be your heartache. The last thing you think of before you go to bed.
man.
Very nice. Yeah. That one's called Galloping Ghost.
You guys can write some music. I got to give you credit for that. Holy shit!
I was getting notes of a band from Milwaukee called the Love Monkeys.
The Love Monkeys.
The Love Monkeys.
And I was getting a hint of
great band. They also play with their trumpets in their hands.
They play with monkeys.
The Love Monkeys.
They play with their monkeys.
Wow. I've actually heard of them before.
They're good. They've been around about 25, 30 years.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
We got to play with them then. Shout out.
Especially in Milwaukee. We have yet, we're actually trying to get in the process of booking a Midwest tour. We're going to do college towns and stuff, and definitely love to hit up Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a beautiful place. I love it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool bars in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Madison. Madison's even crazier. You got the college nearby and stuff.
Right. Yep. Cool Madison's pretty cool. But then if you can get anywhere north of there, like around New Glarus, where they make Spotted Cow beer, there's a lot of cool little breries and stuff around
My mouth
there.
is watering.
That'd be great.
I don't know if anyone's a college football fan, but they just came out with a poll with Wisconsin Madison
Sports facts.
is leading drinking in the stadium by over $1 million. Whoever's in second place, which is Nebraska.
You're kidding. They drink a lot in
I know.
Wisconsin?
It's crazy. I know.
The drunkest state in the union.
Yeah. I know a lot of people from Wisconsin, and every single time I talk to them, every story starts with, "Yeah, we were drinking beer," and no kidding.
Love beer. Yeah, they love beer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got to stay warm.
Every town's got a microbrewery.
Yeah,
Everyone.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are you guys playing? You're talking about trying to put together a tour. Where are you playing presently?
Currently, we're still working on the record, so we've kind of taken a step back from a lot of gigs right now because we're just trying to push the last few songs through. That's one from the new record. This is kind of, people have heard it before, but it's kind of a little take on what we're doing, Galloping Ghost. And we're trying to start shows probably next spring and all the way into the fall.
What we've decided to kind of focus on right now is our social media presence. We've really tried to up the TikTok game, which, I'm sure you guys are aware. That's like really where you can make an impact. We've been trying to post a couple things here and there, some covers, but mainly our newer stuff and our original material, see if that catches fire in any way. But just trying to focus on social media right now and just getting this record finished up. I think that's what the main focus is going to be until the end of the year for sure.
Yeah. So before this, where were you playing?
We had some cool shows. We had some
really cool shows. Last year we opened for The Wanted 2.0.
Which is super random. I know, like that's not even remotely what we play, but
they're a boy band from the UK. They actually got really big. They were on Ellen for a while. Everyone knows who they are. Glad You Came was a huge song. We can't cover them without getting sued, but cut that. But basically, Justin gets a huge check in the mail for saying. But either way, we opened for them. That was at the Piazza, and we played there out in Aurora. We played the Burlington in Chicago. We also played, help me out here. We played
My Place, Ohio.
What
I want to say about that
venue.
Yeah. What I want to say about that show was it was legitimately like a basement show, and it was like a DIY kind of basement show. And that was something I had got booked for us, through the promoter I knew from outside, music. But I was like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to go play in a basement, I'm almost 30. I don't want to do this. But let me tell you something. It was such a legit setup. The sound was amazing. Yeah. And it was the coolest show that I think we played all of last year. I think it was such a great time. And then coincidentally, the week after our set there, the All American Rejects played a backyard show there.
No kidding.
I swear.
Wow.
Maybe 100 people showed up to somebody's house.
Oh, no, it was more than 100.
It was more than 100.
It was more. And this was not, and after they did,
maybe at least 100.
Rumors are after they did that, they stopped doing shows there.
Wow.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel like that about a show, you think, I don't want to do this. It always turns into something spectacular.
Yeah.
You're correct. You're 100% correct. Yeah. It's usually when we either play our best or there's more people there than anticipated. I mean, when you start out, you play at these, you're grateful to play anywhere. We played at some really small, weird bars that we hated. But, we look back on that now. We're like, man, like we really improved. It's really just a way to look back and say, wow, I improved so much since then. It's really all about improvement and just sounding better than you did the gig before.
Right.
We also like multicam the shows. Our drummer Greg at one point, actually, like he would kind of work with like, going into houses after something happened. Sometimes he'd clear the stuff out, and sometimes he'd land on something, they'd be like, yeah, just like take this full camera or something like that. We got like a camera, and then I sold that camera and got 4 GoPros.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So then we pretty much throw GoPros up. If you go on our YouTube page, the Omnitones, we have like multi-cam recordings of us playing. We have the My Place Ohio show. Mm-hmm. We played the Arcada Theater. But hold on. We didn't play the Arcada Theater. We played the Italian restaurant inside
of the Arcada.
Rockin' ravioli.
That's right.
Rockin' Raviolis was awesome. The food's great. The staff was awesome. And we played there. But yeah, we played all over. We're trying to extend into being kind of more of a touring act. We're trying to get lights and projection and cool stuff. So put on a cool show.
Yeah, I think we're really just trying to focus on, being able to put out this content and make it look like we are putting on the craziest show of all time. There's lots of people there, whatever the case may be, but we want to make sure it looks good for social media. But first and foremost, it's about the music, but we definitely want people to hear our music. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. So however we can do that, we're going to make it happen.
And how can they? You're on Spotify?
Yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. We're all over the place with that. At the Omnitones is the way that you can find any of our usernames overall. And you can kind of check us out on social media. We're always posting some fun stuff. Maybe it's a cover. Maybe it's like a quick, bit of a song or something We always like to cut parts of what happens at our shows. Sometimes we have crowd work that just randomly goes wrong, and we like to post that or something like that. We to like kind of go into a quick story or sidebar. I did write a song about my cat. It's called The Fox Can Talk. It's coming out next year. And I made the whole crowd meow. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? That got the crowd pumped. Once you start getting people meowing, like some part of their brain goes wrong, like every cat. And it was kind of a weird thing, but yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have nightmares about everybody just going meow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can find it. Yeah.
We're
it's
sorry.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. We like doing some weird stuff sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you take us out with one more song?
Sure. This next one is New Drugs.
All right.
New Drugs. All right.
Not old drugs.
New Drugs.
Yeah, you go ahead, buddy.
Put that one as close to him as possible. Because I had to crank the volume to get the guitar last time.
He's got a solo on this one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you can probably back that microphone up a little bit. There we go. All right. We're rolling.
2, 3, 4.
The scar's still here since you left, stitched up and bandaged back. These little things get to my head, and I swear I'm hanging by your thread. Remove tattoos and memories. Why did I have to change the scene? I want that new drugs, the same friends, new love, the same trends. I don't want this to end. New drugs. The cross is bare, the stone's been and rolled. I resurrected my mind. Don't search for questions with answers dead. Mummified and put to rest. Be kind, rewind, never look back. Your message flashed, but I'm not there. I want that new drugs, the same friends, new love, the same trends. I don't want this to end. New drugs. I'ma need some dopamine tomorrow. I'ma need some dopamine tomorrow. I'ma need some dopamine tomorrow. I'ma need some dope. Want their new drugs, the same friends, trends. I don't want this to end. New drugs. I want that new drugs, the same friends. New love, the same trends. I don't want this to end. New drugs. I'ma need the dopamine tomorrow. I'ma need the dopamine tomorrow. I'ma need some 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 dopamine.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Man, I've never heard a song with dopamine repeated that many times in it. That's
No,
awesome. Dopamine.
no.
I'm gonna need some dopamine tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, thanks for coming in. I'll tell you what, that was a pleasant surprise. It was a treat.
Yes, it
It was a pleasure. It was fantastic. I really love what you guys do. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys.
Good
very
luck
much,
to
Mr.
you.
World. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
The Rock and Roll Chicago podcast is edited by Paul Martin. Theme song courtesy of M&R Rush. The Rock and Roll Chicago podcast does not own the rights to any of the music heard on the show. The music is used to promote the guests that are featured.
Roll Chicago.